Well. Okay, I think things are working. Let me just wait a minute to hear myself because I'm testing a new configuration. I have two hotkey. Okay. Um, okay, my hotkeys are working. Now I can let me see. Yes. Okay, I'm blocking. I have an easy button to block. Let's block myself. Well, um, shameful. Um, well, anyways, right now, um, I must tell what happened. What happened from I believe from Sunday, not Sunday, from the Monday until now, Wednesday. I was about to make the seventh live. Talk about good stuff. I was in a good mood um, at the beginning of the week, but I got diseased. Not diseased. Um, I got sick. More easy to say. I got sick with a disease that made me puke and well make me had plenty of gastrointestinal problems. Really high problems. I needed to go to the let me see how I say that in English. I don't think it was the emergency room. It can be emergency care. Not so much not so much emergency, but um, I needed to recover myself. And why I say that? I needed to recover myself. Um, I lost plenty of water. My I have truly dehydra- dehydrated. Dehydrated. That was right all the word. I have really dehydrated much. Um, the month of food of my everything that I put out, I really felt really weak. I needed to receive um, some sorrow. Saline solution, really? Okay, saline solution. Um, I needed to receive some saline solution with some medicine to force myself to stop putting out. And I was not putting out because I was intoxicated by food. No, it was a disease, and I know this disease far too well. Um, I know this disease. Just let me hear my own voice. Okay. I know this disease far too well because last time I took that same disease years and years ago, it was it was terrible, really terrible. I believe in one night, I think in one night I lost three kilo, 3 kilograms. Don't know how much that is in pounds. So anyone that wants to know, just make the translation, the conversion. But I lost 3 kilos just in one night. The last time that it happened, because I I simply couldn't keep nothing in my body, not even water. All the water, all the everything was being thrown away. And I know this disease. It forces the hoster to, you know, the body practically tries exaggerated in a exaggerated way to put everything out in the expectation that this disease stop being there. I think. And the pain, sometimes the pain in the my belly, the pain from the intestinals, like it was, they are being put on fire. I remember that. That's why I remember this disease so much. It was really, truly terrible for me. Uh, I think that happened the same again, but this time, after the first time I throw away, I I puke. The first time I puke, I throw up. I knew what it was about, and I talked to my family, and we had gone to the emergency care to make the procedures. We would not wait. I needed anything that would force my body to not throw things out. It had helped a lot. Receiving the serum helped me to recover much of what I lost. And the remedies I received helped me to not just to deal with the pain, but to not put out anything else. Although I still during the night I lost more liquid for the dehydration. I don't know what why I'm speaking about this, but was being something sad, really sad, really bad. But I need to speak about it because from Monday to today, that it is 16 of July, I I couldn't. 16th of July, which is a Wed- Wednesday. What it is a Wednesday. I couldn't do anything in the computer. Only the today's I could sit down in the computer and do something. But um, that's was something that breaks my plannings for this week. So this week is passing not in a nice way. And it was I was in such good mood at the beginning of the week. Um, the recovery normally my recovery was simply eating not low carb food, but simple food that could be easy to my stomach to my intestines to work on. So no force. Normally we use any isotonic or any try to or any type of water that has um, proteins or anything else that could improve, make my body have okay, let me try to think what I am going to say. I drink water with isotonics. Yeah, I think simple as that. Tonics. Simple as that. Isotonics. The food was anything that was easy to be digest, things like that. Um, that was my recovery. And that was my recovery. Although in the I think it began Monday after the 5 p.m. I began to feel the trouble, the problem, and I was almost every the holy Thursday on bed, trying to recover as best as I could. Um, I got back to work today, in the Wednesday, but everything was fine during the day. Not much thing to do in the work because we are after the final after the delivery of the great project. We are now just seeing again the programs we did and try to improve them, try to see more errors to solve them. Normally, I do those things, but there are certain things that never change, never change. One of the things that get me frustrated um, is having to work with a person. Not just that a person that receives gets more money than you. It's a person that um, it's a person that it's senior, someone that is higher than you and knows much less than you, and gives you all the trash jobs to you, don't letting you develop. And I'm not saying about like you do to a training. So as you are training, you help the seniors with the simple stuff. No, not like that. It's a person that knows less than a junior, not less than a junior, but even if he's an old person, it's the level of knowledge of this person. It's a junior level, in my opinion. It's a junior level, and that person doesn't know things from my area of work. He doesn't go after. He doesn't know. He doesn't. He always make all of us stop to help him and receive. And he's working. Well, there is no point in talking about that. But what gets me frustrated, it's I being I'm frustrated that I am a graduated person with knowledge, no stuffs, no languages. I getting depth with my knowledge, with the tools I use in my work and everything else, and I am being pushed to not low level service to things that are not from my service. I'm being pushed to make tests, button tests, like just test if this website is working. And when I say what's not working, I need to make a full report to a person that know more than I, that could simply take that report from me simply in and do not the errors I find there I find is stupid simple errors. It's like the person they simply implement things and don't test themselves. Like they have a shitty person to just push the buttons for them. From, oh look, I have pushed a button and it's not working. Could you before you release this trash website, have you tested pressing that goddamn button? Have you tested putting some something written in those entries? Have you tested save yourself? No, I'm too occupied making trash code, making things that doesn't work in a junior level. That's what gets me frustrated. I have to waste my time that I could really help me with truly needed code to be a simple button pusher. And I get frustrated when I make the description of the errors because I do very well the descriptions. I take print screens, I make videos showing how to do, explaining how I did, and showing the error occurring more than once. So how to repeat. I describe in text how, what happened, and how to repeat that. Everything. Put out the description, everything else. More than the average people do. My other colleagues doesn't even do less than that. They just create a task with the name error someplace and leave like that. And the person who has to solve this, it's the person who will have to solve this that needed to ask the colleagues what you meant by error someplace, because it's not obvious to these people. But this person, this person can't even do that. I need to help someone who doesn't know what it is doing. That's what gets me frustrated. The people there are used to have um no, I use this word, a domestic worker, a domestic worker. That's how I feel. I put the trash out, given that they are not paying much. They are hiring 2 days a week a person just to clean a place, and that person just comes 2 days a week, 2 days a week. And the trash, if I don't put the trash out, the trash it just stay in a closed kitchen from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. If I don't put the trash out in the Sunday, it will be all these days this trash uh, bound together. You see, and besides that, many other administrate uh, administrate how I can say that, administrative. Okay, administrative working. I am a goddamn developer, not just a simple developer. Not that I have a graduation that makes me someone special, but I could be much better used. But The people are used to have a domestic worker that does all of this. Can you test things to me? Just push buttons. Not that I do a unit test. No, I am not allowed. I'm not allowed to even create unit tests. I don't do the tests that should be done like unit tests. I cannot do that because I'm not allowed to do that. Why? Because they have a domestic worker to always push the buttons for them and to say, "Oh, you didn't test that if you press the button 2 times something breaks, so you don't simply so you don't test that. Oh, it seems that when I change the view something breaks. If I go to a view and come back to the view, something breaks. Oh, so sad. Something difficult to test, right? Because you cannot simply navigate to your goddamn project and see by yourself before giving to me to simply test the pushing of buttons and navigating. But no, why I should do that? Just write the code. Just write the code like there is no tomorrow. Just write and write and write. Because why I do that? Because there is no consequence. The domestic work is our here. It's our here, always here to make these tests. It's always here to deal with the administrative tasks. It's always easy to take the trash out. It's always here to deal with things that has nothing to do with my formation. It has been much months, almost a year or more, that I not truly have developed developed anything. I'm tired of this. But the situation of my country to get a job in other places is much more difficult. So I have to use the times after my work to study. If I don't do that, I will be always in this company that never let me grow up. So I need to know how to not just know how to code. I need to be the front end to the back end. I need to know how to make a server and how to communicate with the server. All of this learning by myself alone. I get frustrated the amount of things that I need to do alone to get a better job. With the things that are happening in the world, the economic problems I'm seeing that is going to come, I'm really frustrated with all of this. But I will not give up. I know I'm not a accommodated person. I'm going to after that. Doesn't matter how much time it will take. You learn the things needed to get to work in other places. And when I get to other places, I will not let them make me administrative boy anymore. Really frustrated about all of this. Really frustrated. But I need to do stuff. It's it's 9 and 56 p.m. It's quite late. So normally after recording this, I will make my studies, but I have been doing other stuff, thinking about other stuff, getting frustrated about all this stuff. I don't want to make it this, you know, I don't want to make these videos about frustration anymore. But I need you all of you know the reality of the things. Um, Hard times are going to come. Don't know which country you are, but hard times are going to come, and not because you didn't study enough. Doesn't matter whom you are. I'm saying this to anyone. The problem is that you didn't study enough. And you should study, keep studying, knowing things, not not papers. Papers give, don't take you to a better place. Papers only open doors, but don't keep you there. And when I say paper, I'm talking about really okay. I'm talking about the diplomas, the paper that you are graduated or postgraduate postgraduated graduated. This paper it doesn't value much. You need but you need the knowledge. Goes Go after the knowledge and be an entrepreneur. Be an entrepreneur person. Doesn't matter which area you come from. Know in depth your profession and always try to learn more and more things from other people, from other places, and use your imagination, use your creativity also to try to make something different from others. Be a, an entrepreneur and not say about business. Create something. I don't know which area you work, but try to imagine something different with how you have learned. That's what I try to pass to other people. Don't know if you are frustrated. Don't know if you are feeling that it seems like the world is falling down and how your dreams are falling down with you. But remember, while you are still alive, you have a chance. Try to risk things, but be patient. How can I say that? What I'm saying? Keep have work. Don't give up on work if you don't have other work better to in your hand, in your sleep to 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 use to have. You need to pay the bills. When someone can't pay the bills, can't at least survive, that person doesn't have any time to entrepreneurship. When you pay the bills with frustration, um, use the time after the work to study, to understand in depth what you do, and try to learn better ways or more easy ways to do what you do. And you gain time. When you gain time, when you have more time in your work without your boss or the directors knowing, use this time to improve more and more as a professional. And try in your area of work, try to find ways to bring other types of service in your area of work that nobody imagine. But you say, I don't know what I can bring better in my area. There is always some problem that needs to be solved in each area of work. Not one problem, many problems. Try to find out the problems you heard and repeat mainly the repetitive ones you heard from other professionals, other colleagues like you, not just in your company, but in other places around the world. Go to forums, web forums, go to places, talk to people. Begin to know the problems and see the ones that repeat. Note down the problems and see the ones that repeat. And try to imagine how would you solve this problem? And after you find a solution, after all the research, all the ideas, all the tests, and you find a way, a solution, be an entrepreneur and sell the solution. When you're going to sell, try to search for everything you should do. Try to search how to registrate your idea, how to sell, to whom sell, and try to do. Don't care too much if there is the risk if of someone taking this idea from you. Don't get so much anxious trying to think that someone's going to snatch some idea from you. Try to avoid this, of course, but don't give much thought. If someone snatches that from you, but that thing worked, you know, you know that you are able to create another idea. It worked. You find a problem, you solve the problem, you sold the idea, although if you don't receive all the credits, doesn't care if the thief stolen your idea. Don't care too much about this. You know you are able to solve problems. And when you know that about yourself, you feel more free than other people because you know what needs to be done. And every time you solve a new problem and try to get to entrepreneur with this problem solving idea, you get better and better each time. Each time you get better and better and more and become more smart and less and it will be less easy to deceive you. It will be less easy to deceive you. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about your age. I don't know to whom I speak to. I don't know the sex. I don't know the age. Doesn't matter if you are too younger or too older. You don't know when your life is going to end. I remember the I remember a guy, Custer, Colonel Custer, Co- Colonel Custer. Let me show something to you guys. No, not this Custer, not this Custer. Which was the person? Chicken. I just forgot the name. But I want. I'm going to try to find. My goodness, can't even. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. KFC. Okay, now I need the name of the guy. Ah, Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders. Okay, let me show. Let me try to open that guy. Why I spent time to talk about Colonel Sanders? Not that I know all the history, but I'm saying this to the history of this guy. It's something important to both, not just young but to old people. This guy, it's the name of disappointment. It's a guy that nothing worked in his life. He was fired, I think, for 14 times during his life. I know little about his history, but he tried to suicide himself by putting his head inside a furnace. But um, he, he gave up doing that. He gave up doing that. And not just about effort, but about when you know there is a problem to be solved, you know, and you go after and try to solve that problem. You don't need to spend all your life in solving one problem. If you are not solving a problem, please don't spend your entire life unless you know that it can be solved, or it's too important to give up. But when you know in the depths of you, you know that that problem can be solved, you go after and try to find a way to solve a problem. When you know and know this, I don't believe Colonel Sanders is a graduated person. Was a graduated person, as far as I know. And when I say about knowing well your work, your profession, it's to know everything that happens, all the ways to solve, to make things. And when you do everything on your working area, you know that it's troubles. And there is always room. There is always room to improvement, to something that can solve problems. That's what I'm talking about. If you see a problem and you know you can find a solution, go after it. Spend there as much time as you needed to solve that problem, and and be a entrepreneur with this. Try to solve. Don't care if someone maybe steals that idea from you. If you know that if that idea that solution that you made begins to work and many people begins to use, you know in the end that you made it. You just need to find another problem and solve it. And with time you get better and better and better, and and you'll be less and less deceived. The ones that deceive people, the deceivers, sooner or later they will have to pay for being imposters. Time will come. So don't care about them. Challenge yourself, believe in yourself, and challenge yourself. Doesn't matter how much older you are. Just to tell why I say to older people. Colonel Sanders didn't make the Kentucky Fried Chicken when he was 40 years old. He was already too old. He was already an old person when he made that. Well, I don't have much time to read this, but the guy get the idea when he was already old. He had more right to give up than any of us, and he didn't. He find a solution for a problem and have had gone after it. Okay, the same I say to you, to all of you. Don't care how old you are, if you're a man or a woman. There is always problems that need solution. Find the problems in your area of work, or find a problem that you can solve. Go after the solution of the problem, and be an entrepreneur with the solution. After you tested so much, okay? And does and once again, don't care too much if you lose the idea from your hands. If someone is going to get 90% from what you made, don't care this much. If you know how to make an idea, and this idea gets out and truly solve things, you can bring solution to many other things. You know the recipe to make things. All right. Just that. So I'm not totally frustrated because it will take time to me, but I will make my way to get out of this company and solve the problems on my and solve the problems I see in the not in the world, in the my area of work and many other places. To all of you, do the same and keep trying and keep trying. Challenge yourself and just yourself. Don't care about the others. Challenge your